to a brand new episode of NBA2k TV.
We are giving you guys the chance to earn some extra VC with an entire episode dedicated to 2K TV interactive trivia. Brought to you by Kia, the official automotive partner of the NBA. Give it everything. And this time, we've increased the difficulty.
That's right, with the NBA.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Coming up next, from downtown Los Angeles, at Staples Center, for the Bulls, the best win percentage in the league. They've got talent, they've got coaching, they've got everything you need to compete for a title. Is next, right after the 2K Sports pregame show. We'll watch Chicago in this one as they go up against the Clippers. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with analyst Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the White Mountain family of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He lost his mother at a young age, and by connecting with her roots, he's found a piece of himself. The tribe gave him the name Little Mountain. Kevin?
Great story, DA. Thank you. And we're looking at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they sink a little bit here in the rankings, still though remaining in the top five.
And you know, right now to the Bulls, they prove time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. Markkanen is out there with Bertop. Then it's Combs, and there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in the point position. And for Los Angeles, they got membership. Gallinari is out there with Willie Weinstein. Then there's Rose, and it's Keaspe at the three. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here's Irving. Stolen by Rose. Pass break. Here we go. Over Keaspe. Misses off the left eye. And so it's Irving. Brings it up to Los Angeles. And that's to Irving. Again, the tip-off by the Clippers. Here's Rose. And he converts the lane. Well, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurt. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. But then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you look and say, we had the number 16 locked up, or whatever plays locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. And I don't remember doing it during game 20, game 30, where guys start to get nights off.
I'll tell you, Homer has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Look for that gone here in the first quarter. Stein finds Gallinari. That one, good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots. That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results. One side of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Cauley Stein. And the bucket is good. One chance here for him.
Defenses have to be careful. You know Gallinari is going to force fouls, but you have to try to prevent the and one.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marquise Morris is checked in for Cauley Stein. Hood comes in for Keaspe. Williams is checked in for Larry Shannon. And Gilgeous-Alexander is up in for Irving. Knocks it loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. No one covering.
Gallinari very unselfish, drawing a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Now the pass to Levine. This is called nearby Chicago. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of opportunity from deep.
Williams against Levine. Williams can't hit. For Chicago, they've gone 4 or 5 in the field so far. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Get in the lane to the hoop, and you know what your risk? Jimmy Butler throwing it down.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And this will go to control.
He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about put the points every time he steps up.
Warriors check in for the Bulls.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And here's done. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Another 3 for Chicago.
An area where Dunn continues to work, improving his range, so the defense has to respect him.
Alexander. Nice assist from Williams.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he is deep.
It makes sense. We're trying to get off to a fast start. He can help with that.
With the end of still close game. Bulls lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different.
Some say Greg a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right here with the best of them. He embraces Jim.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Boy, their offense looks really good. Everyone can see terrific.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, Gortat is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Dunn. Then it's Zach Levine. And it's Valentine at the 3 spot. Williams takes to Hood. If you were playing today, who would you least like to see coming at you on a fast break?
I think in his prime, he will be LeBron James. Russell Westbrook is the one I gotta be kind of afraid of. I know it'd be a collision, but I say right now, it has to be Giannis because, of course, that his jumping ability and the way he just glides to the rim.
Yeah, he'd be a nice one, you're right. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Gallinari. Wesley comes in for Rodney Hood. Angry Shepard's checked in for Williams. And Howard Revere subbed in for Gildas Alexander. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Rose kicks to Buck. shoot 2x the free throw line.
They say players are made in the summertime. That's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season. Gets out in the country and puts in that work.
Irving for three. Chicago grabs a miss. Their last game alone against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to stretch the game plan going in. It was right on the move. They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
Stolen by Rose.
And thought that pass was going to get through. No, all of a sudden he was going the other way with the basketball.
A high post shot. Shot's good by Butler. Butler's got 4 points now.
I like the way he came off that pick, been able to stay on balance, rise up, and knock down the shot.
And it's Irving for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point differential. He lines it up. Always starting to close it down.
Let's throw it up here. Drew Will's going to take care of the rest.
Now here's Rose. He had 10 points in the win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. A putback. No dice on the putback team. And that's it for the first half of action. It's been a very close game here. Bulls up front. They're 5-5. Looking at you live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Larry Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Pacheco. Well, for Chicago, Kenny?
Well, it was a Jimmy Butler highlight. Some spectacular play, made tough shots, superstar production from him at the first half.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
The second half is gut check time for the defense. Allowing over 60% shooting is weak. Weak barbecue sauce, weak barbecue sauce, weak sauce. Coach needs a light fire in these guys. You don't want to do it, I'll do it.
And that's it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
First couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. But look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
It's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots. And many of those quality shots are jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Caspi is out there, Gallinari. Then there's Crowley Stop. And Shamit in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Outside, Markkanen. And here's Rose outside. And Shamit with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky.
And the Bulls just cut to just 4 points on the basket from Irving. Shoots. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Rose. Kobe's got his second basket.
Shooting off the catch is about confidence there. Over demonstrating how it's done.
Irving was covered by Rose. Caspi with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. Rose, good.
It doesn't matter if the defense is hanging all over Derrick Rose. He is still draining shots in their grip.
Irving passes to Gallinari. More time with the defensive end.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Shot by Porter. Now it's a 7 7-point Bulls lead.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Marketing.
And Jared Coburn slipped to that top. That is his first foul of the game. So, the Clippers, good checked in for going up. Williams comes in for Landry Shamet. And Shane Gilgeous-Alexander sub in. Chicago also making some changes. Barnes checked in for Portsmouth. Valentine comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Levine subbed in for Derrick Rose. A three. Another three for Chicago. 1:03 left in the third. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. That change been the run there.
And the pressure he put on that shot. Risky. Rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. What is there for you, Ernie? Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game. Some folks might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
Levine gets to Valentine. Here's Kobe. He started by Williams. One touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played in the first quarter.
Williams played Williams to take himself and find the open man.
Poked away and stolen by Corey Stein. With the steal. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice shot by Coburn. Cobur's got 12 in the game. Three for Caspi. That one doesn't work. The third quarter comes to a finish. A big over basketball on the way on 2K Sports right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So quick to hear this. Morris with the ball. So the Bulls 5 right now. Over out there was Zach Levine. Then there's Carter. Then it's Lowry Markkinen. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Caspi. Excellent D there from Markkinen. The Bulls leading by 7. Here's Levine. Cheated down as he goes with Marquise Morris.
You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Comes in for Caspi. And looking subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Cole. There's Shamet. Target with his throw. Chicago has gotten success. 50% tonight. 4-7 shooting. Yes, it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. Butler finds Levine. Butler feeling out of it. Morris against Rose. Markkinen trying to break loose. And the basket by Rose. And the Bulls lead by 10.
The defense is in trouble because off the pick and roll, he uses his speed, he can knock down the shot, and he has a goal.
Got that one up quick. And that's 12 points for Zach Levine.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big. I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they executed.
And it's Irving missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Butler. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Irving. Shot from 12. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Bulls leading by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bulls.
Their hard work on the glass.
Excellent rebound.
rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They've now won 70 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jared Coleman.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
There's the lob to Markkinen. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. And he makes it in.
That's just a seasoned move. Great concentration from Gallinari, finishing through contact.
Butler dishes to Gortat. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. There's Rose with the three. Just his first attempt. And it's Gortat. That time on the assist by Rose.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And that one's good, Irving.
Tremendous form on the jump shot. One of the reasons Kyrie's so consistent with it.
Rose passes to Levine. Back to Rose. Puts up a three. And says Chicago takes this one and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the
First up, this player has the most wins in NBA playoff history. Is it Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher, Robert Ory, or Tim Duncan? That is a whole lot of wins. If you guess my man Derek Fisher,
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. We'll look at Chicago. They've continued to play strong basketball, not utterly dominant as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that number one spot the whole way there. And checking out Brooklyn, they're at the 10th position.
and you know, for the Bulls, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
I don't know of anyone who thought the road to the championship would travel through their building this season, but that just may be the case.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Russell and Levert in the backcourt. Joe Harris is out there with Aminu, and it's Gasol at the center locking down the middle. And for Chicago, they've got Lowry Markkinen, Culver out there with Rose. Then it's Gortat, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Here's Russell. The playoff seedings still jumbled a bit in the air. It's how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this year.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental. And it doesn't matter if you're out in the playoffs, it could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a game 7, home court advantage can make the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Here's Russell, following the score by Derrick Rose. Culver, who picked up 12 points in the last time against the Clippers in Los Angeles. About 1 minute into the first quarter.
This guy is a skilled guard with tremendous speed.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Lumberman.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. We talked about the versatility of Jimmy Butler's offensive arsenal. Whether it's long range, posting up, dribble drives, Butler finds a way to get buckets and impact the game. David, back to you.
Thank you, David. Chicago with the ball. After the next to Brooklyn. As it comes.
And really, that's the defense. In the end, just a little better and quicker. And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most confident franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers. These are two of the historically dilapidated teams, no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Second for the break. Vince Carter's checked in for Rose. Zach LaVine comes in for Kobe. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Derrick Rose. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for Gasol. Allen Williams comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Monday, Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Caruth is subbed in for LeVert. LaVine.
It is already
If you're just tuning in, about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Thomas Jefferson, there's the 2-handed slam.
vertical of Hollis Jefferson are simply unreal. This guy's got a little shot in his game.
Here's Carter. Williams with the block. There's Hollis Jefferson, defended by Butler. Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got his second bucket tonight. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 6. Without Williams. Thomas Jefferson, by LaVine. And the shot goes in for Coach.
Well, that's about forbearance. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Butler from outside.
That's the perfect end of the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Nets up by 5. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Chicago trails by 5.
Think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
They got Zach LaVine, Carter out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Dunn in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. LaVine kicks to Dunn. Porter passes to Markkanen. Back to Porter. Fires from the lane. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take that up with their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a hired to coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his play.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Back to LaVine. Passes the goal. There's LaVine. That's in there. The assist. LaVine's got his second best thing in the game.
Zach LaVine LaVine doing work in the mid-range. He's got that shot in his bag, yes, sir.
On the wing, Williams. Here's Caruch. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And the first time out, the game called for Chicago. And second round pick Caruch ended up starting most of last season for the Nets as a rookie.
Well, think about it. Back in Europe, this guy was playing limited minutes for Barcelona. Some said they were trying to hide him from NBA scouts. But there is no question he is on everyone's radar now.
Almost entirely. Hortox checked in for Laura Markkinen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Vince Carter. Culver's checked in for LaVine, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Chris Dunn. Then for the Nets, Marcus Gasol is checked in for Williams. Harris comes in for Rodion Kurucs, and Karis LeVert subbed in for Russell. Here's LeVert, following the score by Derrick Rose. Harris inside, is covered by Rose. Harris gets to Allen. Hollis Jefferson passes to Harris. Buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be a shooter.
Oh, that's good.
Nice score.
34 seconds left now here in the second. The Nets have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting for offensive.
Boy, keeping Jared Allen, number 22, back in 2017 has paid off for the Nets. This guy has proven already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center. Well, think about Mr. Jared Allen. He was not the first family member to get picked in the NBA draft. Let's remember his dad taken by Dallas in the famous 1985 draft. His dad, however, would go on to have a playing career in Europe.
Chicago trails by 9. And it's Rose penetrating. Count that one. Rose has got 9.
Now, I'll tell you, this guy still plays with a star's mentality. The strong drive converts against physical defense.
Now here is Harris. 5 points in the game. Rose with the rebound. For the 3. For the 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they got good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. You get it. Bernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Looking at the Nets. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution from the others. Man, it's beautiful.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team? They need to break it down. Not look at the individual areas of like they're getting pounded. I mean, pounded early on the board. That's a hustle. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. We're third quarter just about ready to begin.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've shown incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and a broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover, reporter?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization. He was one bad man. He was on the line for the playoffs.
7-3 the Nets. Russell and Levert in the backcourt. Marcus Gasol is out there with the meter, and it's Harris at the free throw. And finished off by Gasol.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And there's the basket. Russell is in a chance for a three-point Vince Carter's checked in for the Bulls. Dean comes in for Cole. Williams is checked in for the Nets. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Karis LeVert.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
And Vince Carter, who brings the ball up to the Bulls. It's a 5-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game is the second of two straight at home. There's Levine. And that with 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call of the foul. And of course, another thing about D'Angelo Russell, he's not afraid of the big moments.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
Now, here is Russell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut to the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Rose trying to get open his front. Really low, and then Swoop is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Derrick Rose. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. He's to Harris. Ball is not loose. And snapped up by Butler.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for the school.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Levine. Shot low up at the bottom. Scores his way. Levine's got 4 points this quarter.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
It's against Butler. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Williams passes to Levine, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Zach Levine.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 70%.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Hortox checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Vince Carter. Then for the Nets, Jared Allen's checked in for Williams. Paul Jefferson goes in for Rodion Kurucs. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Harris.
Well, it's no secret, guys, that Harris LeVert is the laptop scorer. I think the key for him moving forward will just become more and more efficient. because the ability is there.
It's the second from the mark.
Yeah, look, he'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Here it's Rose, and it's good, 2 points. Rose has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls.
Another one for Derrick Rose. This is a flashback to when he used to do this on a regular basis.
Performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for Chicago. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. Presented by Gatorade, all fuel ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Chicago right now, Junior is up there at Valentine. Then it's Cole. Then there's Jim. And it's Gorta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And there's the second call as they flip it into the
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Bobby Martinez checked in for Valentine. Bounce pass LeVert. Runs against Gasol up top. Nets passing around. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout call, the Nets.
Just as high part of the game.
Well, this is a chess match. Look ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Hey guys, I'm giving Jeff Kenny a message to his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing. And it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. And now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
We call that the three from your 5 men. Marc Gasol added that oh so valuable three-point shot.
Hustle against Rose. Excellent two-hit for Miller. Then gets to Here's a three-point lead. So hustle with it. It's Hustle's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, I'd say excellent job from House Jefferson. This guy's so skilled at getting terrific positions out.
Time ball there to the Bulls to side the top one. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Jefferson. Rose passes to Gorta. Rose dishes to Gorta. Ball from outside. They ball it with Nets. And we've made our way through just a minute and a half. 6 points. D'Angelo Russell.
Man, if you're going to be a star, D'Angelo Russell, those are the shots you got to make.
Penetrating. Hits the ball. He will shoot 2. He got cracked. So the first time Levine's still in. He's free throw and able to get that second one drop in. 56 seconds.
And now he sends the bench into the frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Right there. Now that's
Lee, now's the time for Brunson.
maybe we rush it.
There's 1 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Is to keep the ball.
There's nobody around.
And Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
To win the NBA Finals MVP award, you have to give it everything. So, who was the first to win this award? Was it Jerry West, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Willis Reed, or Will Chamberlain?
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about ready to get this one started. It's the 2K Sports pregame show. The Lakers we have it's easy for the small in Chicago. Market is out there to the then it's called and it's courtside in its center. Pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on full squad and you're going to regret it.
Rose passes to Butler. Inside, it's stolen by Vucevic. And they're pushing it up. Here's Fultz. And the shot goes in.
And going hard to the rack, making a statement here early is great look to the shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, with playing against the best power forwards I feel in the group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that
NBA team is something that's more special to me than being an all-star because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's special for the I think I played the era where anyone that you could think in the power forward from the Western Conference I couldn't have been upset at myself because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Your teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one on one.
There's 154 left here in the opening quarter. Outside 28. Just 5 on the clock. Doubled by Cole. Here's Gordon. First shot, first pitch. He's on the block stands.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start. They're just getting all the shots they get.
Now in his 6th season in the NBA, I believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Now here's Markkinen. Here's Rose. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. The Bulls need to get a shot on Markkinen can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start it. And foul on the shot. So Gilbert James on.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim.
The Magic shoot their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Markkinen. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Buck. Zach LaVine's checked in for Culver. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Derrick Rose. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Ken Burks is checked in for Vucevic. Ron Butler comes in for Aaron Gordon. Sherman Grant, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. On offense here are the Magic. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Augustine. Softly drops in the fourth.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Carter missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible. Excellent D. 45 minutes. He got the perfect position for to shoot. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it. Well, you think defensively that you're trying to pack it away.
From deep three-point range, as the quarter comes to a close. Shooting the ball so well in this one. It's been a lopsided game. We'll see if there are changes here in a second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed. Yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Calder out there. Then it's done. Then it's Gortat, and it's Levine at the two-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Zach LaVine possesses a speed, press, and a burst that makes him a very tough match.
Yeah, he's got a great first step. I mean, when he's trying to beat a defender off the bounce, you can't let him get an answer. He'll push it on your head 9 times out of 10. He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket. He will.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting for the Soundbomb.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there was some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, I enjoy telling my son stories, like my dad did for me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will. Kevin?
It certainly is G. Thanks for that report. Here's Augustine. Purchase shot's good. Just got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the first time out, the game called for Chicago. Those are the guys you win against. From today's style of play the most.
Oh man, I got a few names. Billy Owens. Billy Owens to me was a guy like a Kevin Durant. Though he couldn't shoot like that, he did everything on the floor for us there in Golden State. And I think in today an open game for him where he could get going. Oh man, that would just be incredible. I also think of a guy like that. He can shoot big, he can shoot off, finish on the break, whatever you want, he can give it to you that way. And I think for both guys, that size, that sweet spot, 6'7", 6'8", a play like a little bit of a guard, those two guys can do it.
Vucevic with the button.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Porter trying to free himself out. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead has got down to 6. That one coming from Rose. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul. Give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Fultz looking around. Rose with a double team. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Pass to Isaac. Here's the 3. Here's Gordon. And that one clearly foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots from the and he's got his first free throw of the game.
76% on the season from foul.
Nope. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rose kicks to Markkanen. Over in the corner. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Rose. That's the 3-5. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead early. Here's Gordon. Plays it up and pinks it in. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. That's great floor awareness out there. Just again, one of his guys doesn't play well. And you could tell they had that play ready to go.
And so, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of them. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They've got the 7-point lead. Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so anywhere that makes
And that's
We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Chicago trails by 7. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markel falls out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac into the small. Fournier into the lane. Out to the basket.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about the field.
Well, they say the post-up man is dead. Really is. We can
is false. He's covered by Rose, and it's good for two. 6 points from Markel Fultz.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And you look at Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to do in the pro. So defenders you often surpass him.
See their first free throws of the game right now.
And the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? We'd love to see him return to that point.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vince Carter, who's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Valentine comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Dalton. They get it back. Birch. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Man, it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard. You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive.
And the lead has been given over 6 points. And the Bulls making a change here. Dunn's checked in. For Chicago, they have been perfect with the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Out of player ejections in the playoffs last year. Back the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, with the officials, are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, it's always a long process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have older guys, when you have younger guys, and they understand the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those projections are warranted, some of them weren't. I just look at that here as that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and players. Things like that.
And first ball on the game. Markkanen's checked in for Carter. And Culver's subbed in for Chris Dunn. Grant is checked in for Orlando. 1-2 left in the third. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Game on the 7th of August wingspan, 7'9.5". That gets him a huge spear.
You look at how they're able to touch the rim while still on the ground. He gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Markkanen gets to LaVine. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Down in the low post.
And the wily strength of LaVine. He does a great job fending off the defense on the way up.
Augustine with it now by Valentine. Fournier pass to Grant. Yep, it counts. Grant's got his first basket of the night. Chicago trails by 7. LaVine in the line. A 3-pointer, no good. And there's the call on Richie Richard. It's meant to be a simple game. The Magic shoot their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here. Was checked in for Portsmouth. Then for the Magic, Aaron Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Evan Fournier. Good from Augustine.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Butler on the line. Isaac with the steal. Here's Grant. Finish off the break. Grant's got 4 points this quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks. You can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
So far, but their work is far from over. We come back right after this. Well, we have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out. You see guys trying to force their opponents in. Not that time.
This is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so Grant will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They've held a 12-point lead early. They've got Jimmy Butler. Alvin Markin is out there with Gortat. Then Zach Levine. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Hey, guys, he's not an easy man to stop. He's got the wind in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a terrific finisher.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Mark uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
Now here's Fultz. Out left to the wing. Grant gets a wide open look. The basket good with the assist from Fultz. And it's 7 points for Jaron Grant. Chicago trails by 11. A deep three from Butler. Trying to come back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The pass
And really the story of the second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues.
for Chicago. She's been a commentator for the NBA. Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that has
I mean, come on. This is a big day. We're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You gotta love how faithful the NBA is. This is really cool. No hesitation to get to. He uses his height to convert easy.
leading by 15. Outside look. Here's Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see.
And he couldn't get the first one. Fournier is checked in for Grant. And he's good on the second. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe take over or give them time?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we can win a championship, we can do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership. That looks just like they drew it up until the clock will be shorter.
No question as to which team gave better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Magic.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And you can tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Vucevic.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they played for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was a pretty all right, David. Thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Rick Anthony, and David Olin. This is Kevin Harlan. And thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.
The cover athletes were recently announced for 2K21, and they are incredible. Damian Lillard will don the cover for current gen. It's Dame time for fans. Helping usher in the next generation of NBA 2K is cover athlete Zion Williamson, who will grace the cover for next gen. Last but certainly not least, we honored Kobe Bryant with the Mamba Forever editions, which will have separate collector's covers for both current and next gen. Current gen will feature young phenom Kobe on the cover in his classic number 8, while next gen celebrates the legendary number 24. Not only does pre-ordering the Mamba Forever edition come packed with the most bonus items, but it will give you access to both current and next gen versions of NBA 2K21. Start your 2K21 experience.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
In this game, the Bulls will be going up against the Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, with a roster that has played exceptionally well together throughout the season, they've made it to second place in the Eastern Conference. And as we close out the regular season, Shaq, what's interested you most along the way?
Well, I like watching the underdogs rise up, proving a lot of people wrong. Kind of satisfied feeling when you outperform your expectations.
Yeah, I can't believe the skill level of some of these rookies now. I mean, guys entering the league now are being asked to contribute early and often.
Okay, almost time for tip. Kevin Harlan standing by. Kevin.
John Hancock Tower rising above the bustling city of Boston and its tree-lined streets. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. Our sideline reporter tonight, David Olden. And a little spring cleaning house. See what stays and what's gone in the new power rankings. We'll take a look at the Celtics. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
Right now, the Bulls, they're taking this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Let's check out Chicago's front line. Gortat is out there with Larry Morgan. Then it's Cole. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in at the 1. And for a basket. They've got their one. Horford is out there to take. And it's outside. And Smart in at the 2. Let's have a fun regular season. Feel like everybody's chopping at the bit. So the playoffs will finally begin.
The regular season is fantastic, Kevin. It's just the energy, the level of play. In the playoffs, it's just more at stake, and I just look forward to seeing these teams start to battle. And I also like to see the same team over and over in a best of 7. They're going hard to the rack, making a statement here. Well, this is his game. Be proactive on the ball. Good ball, good pass. Beautiful vision on that.
Colton shot is on. Inside 10. And this and so Markkinen will bring it up for Bulls. Pass to Butler. Back to Markkinen. There's the lob to Gortat. Colbert kicks to Rose. Butler against Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Rose passes to Butler. Here's Colbert. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And looking good there from distance. Culver fundamentally sound with his jumper.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Olden.
Well, Brad Stevens and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside translates to success on the inside. Inside out, outside in.
Back to you, Kenny. Thank you, David. Hard to create spacing without threes. Over to the wing. Pass to Markkinen. He kicks it to Rose. through to knock down the shot.
The defense is in trouble because off the pick and roll, he uses his speed, he can knock down the shot, and he has it floating.
For Boston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Garland dishes to Tatum. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Butler against Smart. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. And Gortat kicks to Butler. Tries it from 19. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
When Butler's not challenging at the rim, this is the next best thing. Does a lot of his damage from the mid-range.
They need a good offensive possession.
He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify.
Releases. Back to Gortat. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wilson. A good first contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls lead by 3. And look at the second quarter underway on the other side of this breakfast. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing. It's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, how are they been doing?
So that their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the watch. For the Celtics, Ryan Hayes, there in the lead. Williams is out there with and Page. And it's Garland to hit a point one. Here's Levine. He's averaging just around 8 points a game. That's it. 6 to shoot. Here's Dunn. That 3-up target had some space there after the low bucket. Loose. Now defended by Hayward. Here's Dunn. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Beautiful play by Dunn. You see the power, the body control, not to be denied.
Boston making a switch here. McNeil's checked in. Valentine's checked in for Chicago. And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think Levine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve the way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game. Something to admire.
Near the 3-point line, it's Porter with a built-in shot from the wing. And Porter's got his first points of the night.
We just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
There's Garland, and it's blocked. Now here's Levine. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's good. Levine's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago.
This is the capability Zach LaVine has. He can score on all 3 levels.
That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Baines. The second connection with a hair under 2 hands. So there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
He's in the NBA. Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
college freshman to NBA All-Star. Quite the transformation for Gordon Hayward.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Garland. Then for the Bulls, Markkanen, he's checked in for Carter. Culver comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's Rose in for Chris Dunn. That's off as well, so he misses both.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Here's Chicago. They're rolling
Possession. Something that I like is they've been under control while getting out in this league. They kept those turnovers down.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Butler's checked in.
Leading right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Valentine passes the ball. A deep three from Butler. Drops in the tray. Butler's got 7.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing all cylinders.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12 run.
And so Chicago, made by 9 is the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Well, for Chicago, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, it's about time Jimmy Butler decided to take over something we know he can do. Tough, physical, skilled. And when he's got that jumper working, ooh,
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been so far. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss anyway.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
It's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And we got third quarter basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Now, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds and upgrade the field. That being all, there's still work to be done in that field.
I love the way they've done it so far. I still think they can tweak it even more. We'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing.
So, for Chicago right now, getting this out there with Berton. Then there's Jared Rose. Then it's Cole. And it's Butler at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 2. Yes, it's Rose with the assist that time. And that's now 9 points for Butler.
This is where Jimmy Butler really does his best work, when he can use his length and strength to full advantage.
Horford no look.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Rose with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Rose dishes to Culver. That's a 2 from Butler. They'll get another chance. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Boston. Chicago also making some changes. Murray's checked in for Lauren Markkanen. Bean comes in for Culver. And it's down in for Derrick Rose. Pass to Levine. Over Williams. Levine. Good. Levine's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect him to.
Owen with the ball.
From a young guy, maturity, awareness, and a key especially.
John moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy made natural isolation score, jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag. And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation. Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Garland gets to inside. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last 2 years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he's in his own way as a player. Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. To the middle. There's Levine. And it's blocked by Brown. And there's the shot clock violation. Could get the shot off in time. Teams making some changes here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Garland the pass to Hayward. Hayward with the stop.
That athleticism of Hayward catches defenders off guard. He can certainly throw it down.
The feed that goes out. Deflects the pass. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and pushes into the second chance points.
A nice job turning that miss into 2 points on the tip there.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Levine with it. Shoots with the pound. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's Chicago. Ahead by nothing. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You want to keep the defense on his heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Brown and Hayward there at the wing. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Garland. And it's McNeil at the power forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Levine with it. Now defended by Hayward. On deep. And there's Levine. The assist by Markkinen. And that's 13 points for Zach Levine.
This is what Zach Levine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
Now, timeout called by Boston. Seeing some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, it's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with the shell toe low top. And then obviously, wearing low top. You should tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles, but I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in to what Brad Stevens was talking about his players. He's not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We gotta dial up our effort. That will be sick, man. Enough to get done.
Explosiveness by Derrick Rose is one of the reasons why a lot of guys do not want to guard him.
All free throws good for Rose.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Celtics trail by 14. Hayward with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Right at the free throw line. And the shot is wrong. And here's Levine who brings it up for Chicago to the inside. A little over half of the fourth quarter going right now. And here's Hayward to the paint. Now Rose. Uses the glass to finish the way. And the Bulls lead by 16.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they tighten up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And some changes here for the Sonics. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Hayward. And Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease tonight. Win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zach LaVine.
Shouldered the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
And LaVine getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
You wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. A free throw off from Horford. Dead outside. And there's the pass to Llewellyn. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And there's the whistle. 3-second Cameron Johnson. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Porter pulls it in. Chicago with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Dunn kicks to Porter. Misses for three. To the middle. Puts it up. With Neal. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the one we saw tonight?
It wasn't a part of my plan, but that's work. I think we got a bunch of talented guys, and at times we forget how hard we got to play. On the road, at home, this is how we got to play basketball.
Jimmy, thanks for the time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.